Everybody, hello or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Venom. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and amazing week so far. Yes! So, since starting this series again of Zodiac signs, I wanted to add like an e-girl edition to every Zodiac. So, in this video, we are going to be doing the Aries e-girl makeup look. Yes, Zodiac sign inspired, of course. I hope you guys really enjoy, but let's get to it. Alright, so I got my eyebrows on, my eye base on, and we put some tape there for some guidance because we all know I can't do like sharp edges or like wings like freehanded because I just still suck at that. But to start off with this look, we are going to dip into the palette Weirdo. If you end up recreating this look, just choose any like reds or stuff. But I'm just using mostly Jeffree Star because that's what I mostly have. So we're going to open into Weirdo. And the first shade I want to put on the very top is going to be Scene Queen, which is a very vibrant popping red. So I'm just going to open her up and lay her right here. I'm going to take a little fluffy, medium-sized brush, kind of small but medium, fluffy, round end. Going to dip into that. And I'm just seeing on how high I want to go, and I think we're going to start right up here and definitely make sure we are packing on the pigment. And I'm going to go about right here with it. And kind of just blend in. Since this is a bigger brush, it did help me cover the space a little bit more. So we're just going to lay it down and blend it, especially the edges. Now we're going to go ahead and do it on the other side. So we got both eyes done. It's really nice because this is a really bold red. So I'm going to take a little clean, fluffy brush and just kind of go over the edges just a little bit just to clean them up before we go into our next shade. And what's really nice about like e-girl looks is you don't have to use a brush. I mean, you could for like the blending purposes, but if you really want to pack down pigment and you're very like limited on brush, you can just always just use your fingers. Back in the day when I started getting into really, you know, makeup and all that, I didn't have, you know, much of makeup brushes, you know, so a lot of the times I did use my fingers, and sometimes the fingers can be, you know, they are tools, so why not use them? Now, since we have both of the eyes done, we blended out the outer so it's not so like harsh. We are gonna go ahead and dip into our next color, which I'm gonna be dipping into the Blood Sugar. And the color I want to use, it's gonna be Fresh Meat, which is this one right here. Usually I use these two, but I want to use a little bit darker, so I'm gonna go in for Fresh Meat. Gonna lay it down, and since we put down that color, I kind of want to dip into with a smaller brush to kind of help get in there. So I'm going to use this one, just a small fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into Fresh Meat. And we are going to start going underneath the Scene Queen with the Fresh Meat. And we are going to add a little bit more of a darker dimension. We do have that red, but I kind of want to add a more darker underneath the brighter red. So just swoosh it in there. Kind of get a little bit on the outer corner right here, because we are going to add some shimmers just to kind of give it that nice you know, sparkly effect. Not really sparkly, but shimmer effect. So actually I want to go a little bit before that, a little bit over midway. Make sure we really get the pigment in here. Go over your brush you put with Scene Queen and kind of go over just to make sure we do not lose that pigment. I'm gonna actually open that palette right here, so if I need to add any more I can, because we definitely want to keep that brightness right there. So I'm just overlapping with Scene Queen. Gonna take my fresh meat brush and kind of lightly just start blending these two. Lightly circular motions and then sweeping just to blend in. So since this eye's mostly done, because I don't want to do too much blending to where they actually end up mushing together, I definitely want to keep the dividing colors, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other side. Alright, so we are both done with both the eyes. Yes, like look how cute this color is. I mean, they are kind of similar, but not much, you know, you can definitely tell that the top is brighter than the middle part, which is just so cute. So we're gonna go ahead and take a flattened brush, grab some eye primer, and since we are gonna put some shimmer, I'm gonna start doing a cut crease, so then that way the shimmer can really hold. So I think for this look, we are kind of going to start definitely right here and kind of go up and wipe off some of that color. And I kind of want to go midway with this. Gonna leave some room for the two shades to, you know, mix together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye real quick and kind of put new eye primer on both lids after cleaning them up. And this is when we're gonna start adding in some shimmer, which I'm really excited. So I'm gonna be dipping back into my Blood Sugar palette again. And for the shimmer, so since both eyes are done, now we can do the shimmer part, which I'm so excited. Yes! So the shimmer we're going to grab from is going to be, again, from the Blood Sugar palette. And I'm just opening her up. And I think the shimmer I want to go for is going to be Blood Sugar, the red shimmer that is right next to Fresh Meat. So I'm going to put her down and I'm going to grab kind of like a round, small, fluffy brush. And I'm going to dip right into her, make sure we have some pigment on. And we are going to start laying it down just right over here, midway going into the inner corner. And I definitely want to make sure this is really packed in pigment. I don't think I've actually used this shade yet, so it's very fun to see what she really looks like. So now I'm going to start doing the sweeping motions over onto Fresh Meat. And now I'm going to grab my brush with Fresh Meat and kind of start swiping over Blood Sugar, just so we can get that blended look. Sugar again and do a final sweep over. So now I'm going to do it on the other side real quick. So now we want, alright, so now I want to go ahead and add in some little bit of shimmer, not too much, in the inner corner. So I'm going to grab my little fluffy brush if I can find it. I'm just looking in my ocean of brushes I have right here. I'm going to grab a little brush just like this. We are going to dip into our Conspiracy palette. We're going to open her up and we are going to go into the white shimmer shade Ranch, which is right here. And I think I don't want to add too much, but I don't want to not add too much, if that makes sense. So I'm going to add it right here in the inner corner. I'm going to get the bottom a little bit once I get the foundation on, but I don't want to apply and then have it get it all covered up. But I'm just definitely going to get right here in the inner corner, grab my Blood Sugar, and then kind of just blend it in so it's not like very cakey on the edges. Do it on the other side real quick. And then once we get done with this part, we only got one more step before, well, this is one more step for the eye look. Well, no, a couple more, never mind. Both the inner corners done. Now we are going to go to our wing. Sometimes I like to use eyeliner, sometimes I don't, but for this look I want to use eyeshadow just in case if I mess up it's going to be a little bit more easier to fix. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Weirdo palette and we are going to dip into the shade Weirdo to create our black liner look. And I'm just going to dip into my slant brush and I'm just going to see where exactly how thick or thin I want to go with my eyeliner. So I'm going to start it up here and I'm going to bring it down and start creating that wing effect. And I really want to bring the pigment on this because I want it to be bold. And I am going to bring it, sorry, my alarm just went off. So I am going to bring it down just a little bit right here. But not too much. And just make sure it's really bold. And I'm going to do it on the other side real quick. Alright, so we got the wing on both eyes. Yes, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a mascara, just any mascara. This is the only one I have. It's the Real Magic by Benefit. And we are going to take our mascara brush. I've never done this before, so I don't know how well it's going to be. We're going to take our brush and we are going to make splots at the very end. So just kind of splotting kind of like that into the wing a little bit and do it on the other side. So since our splotting is done, this one looks kind of more like a disaster compared to this one. This one looks more like a blob actually. This one looks more like splotting. So when we're done with our splotting, if that's what you want to call it, I don't know what they call it. I think it's called splotting. We are going to go ahead and we're going to pick up a brush and let's see what kind of brush we want to work with. Let's go, because we kind of want a fluffy brush that's going to allow some movement. So I'm just looking real quick. I'm actually going to pick up this one, just a long, fluffy, skinny, medium, small size brush. And we are going to grab our blood sugar, and I'm going to grab my blood sugar palette. And I'm going to start dipping into fresh meat and then also cherry soda. And we're kind of going to blotch it over the blotching, if that makes sense. So we're going to grab our fresh meat color real quick and just start dabbing on top of that to give it some color. And we might have to go over our wing a little bit when we're done with the splotting. And then dip it into cherry soda. Oh gosh, I think I just did that a little bit too much. Ooh, I think I added way too much on that because it's not supposed to do that. Okay, so since I messed up, now I gotta kind of re-blotch right there. So don't do what I just did, is just tap off access. So then that way you don't have to like start over on one side. Okay, there we go. Gonna let that side dry a little bit and go back into Fresh Meat and just kind of dab a little bit more over here. So it kind of looks like that. It's kind of like a fade color on top. So it's like still bold, but you can still see it. Because we definitely don't want to draw attention from the wing either. So I think this side's dry a little bit. We're going to go back into the whole color, Fresh Meat. A little bit more with the Fresh Meat. Tip into cherry soda. Tap off any excess. And then Fresh Meat again. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Maybe on this side I'm just gonna do Fresh Meat. Because I don't know why. Maybe just because I'm like now layering stuff. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna fix this off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my face on. I'm gonna add some Fresh Meat on the bottom, put my lashes on, and then we will be back to finish up the look. Alright, so most of my face is done. We just gotta do a couple more steps. But the next step we're gonna do on camera, which is going to be the blush. This is the only blush I have. I don't really have more blinding, but I definitely know that they blush their nose, like right here. So I'm gonna blush it right here to give me that really cute, I look like I have like a rabbit's nose. You know, just a really cute buttony nose. So we're gonna do that real quick before anything. And I'm gonna use my darkest shade of the blush I have. And since that part's done, I'm going to pick up a more fluffier brush and I am just going to start patting around the wheel, move some things, and we are going to start kind of laying it down more right here, the heaviest right now. And if you do have like more pigment blush, this ain't gonna take you that long. Where to me, since I kind of have to mix these 4 blush colors together, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but we're definitely wanting right here to be very bold. And then we're gonna start bringing it right here against our nose and right here. So that's what it looks like right now. Making sure I got this side pretty well. And we're gonna do the bridge. And we are gonna start doing it on the other side. So just getting more product on my brush. And we're gonna do it again. Just start right here and going in. And kind of making sure that we're keeping it pretty even. Not gonna lie, like this kind of like blush thing kind of like helps you to like look a little bit younger. Not gonna lie. Which that's always a plus. I always want to look younger, but you know, things, you know, aging does happen. So I'm gonna look in my mirror real quick. And I'm gonna grab my blush and just kind of add a little bit more dimension with the 2 darkest shades right here. And adding a little bit more darkness to the buttony look right here. All right, so with that step down, I think we got pretty much a lot of blush on. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little freckle pen. It is Lime Crime. I got it not too long ago. I bought it on Ulta. It looks, the packaging looks just like this, and it's very cute. I think this is only like 12 bucks. I don't know. I couldn't find it in store, so I had to buy it online, and this is what the little pen style looks. So now we are gonna start creating freckles. Just align the cheeks. And definitely on the nose. Make a little bit more realistic. Because usually freckles are like everywhere. Let's bring some up here. So I think that's pretty good for freckles. If you want to go, I might add freckles on my forehead. We'll just wait to see. But I'm going to take that same brush and we're kind of just going to lightly pat it on top to kind of help put like a cover over it, just so it doesn't look like freshly done. So we are going to just do that real quick. Yes. And we are gonna add some highlighter. So I'm just gonna grab a little cute little fluffy brush from my makeup bag. I did have one, but I think an accident used it for something else, but it's okay. The highlighter I'm gonna use is the Jeffree Star Hypothermia of the Supreme Frost. I love this one. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell on how much I've been using it. I've been using it a lot, like non-stop. It's like my favorite. So I'm just gonna get my brush wet, not brush wet, my brush into the highlight. And I'm gonna bring some right here. And I want it really, really blinding. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but again, on the other side. Make sure it's really in there. And then I'm going to do right here the bridge of my nose. And then the button area. And that's where I want it the most, is right here. I am going to add a little right here on my cupid bow. Oh, these little freckles look so cute. I love freckles. Like, if I could, I'd probably get them tattooed, but I don't know. Because, you know, ink always fades over time, so I don't want it to be, like, really blotchy when I get older. Okay. So the only step left we have to do is the lips. And I think I'm going to go for neutral. I was thinking about darker, but I was like, I don't want it to, like, clash with everything. So I'm going to do a nude, and it's going to be Celebrity Skin. I got the lip liner and the lips. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go do my hair, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I put on a shirt. I kind of put my hair up in like little ponytails and kept my bangs right here. But this is what she looks like. Yes! I'm so happy on how like this turned out. It looks so cute. I even had like a little choker and my little leaf choker necklace. It can be a choker or necklace. But yeah, I think it's just so cute, and it gives your face like such like a youthful look. But anyways, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Always feel free to comment. If you end up liking this video, please push the like button and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.